This is 9 News with Peter Overton.
Good evening. It was exactly the scenario striking firefighters did not want to see. A home ablaze, lives at risk. But that's exactly what happened at Ramsgate this afternoon as the state's firefighters walked off the job for the first time since 1956. The firefighters who risked their lives day in, day out, took the extraordinary strike action over cuts to workers' compensation payouts. Our reporters are at State Parliament and on the scene in Ramsgate. We begin our coverage with Simon Boda.
Fire rips through the top level of the Ramsgate home. Inside, a woman and her 3-year-old grandson. Andrew Arbuckle and his son Fred were driving by, saw the flames and got them to safety.
If there'd been someone upstairs there, they would have died. There's no way they would have got out.
Police were the first emergency service to arrive but couldn't do anything. Kim Lutfi owns a shop at nearby Monterey. He rushed to the scene when he heard his home was ablaze.
If they were asleep, or if my wife, she was busy and she couldn't see the fire coming and the baby is sleeping, he would be gone by now.
The fire broke out at about 1 o'clock, the time the fireys went on strike. Witnesses say regular firefighters from Hurstville showed up after about 45 minutes.
When the fire brigade pulled up, the police officer said to them, "Where have you guys been?" And he said, "We're on a ban at the moment, so we haven't been able to come."
They then left to join the stop work, handing over to a fire truck from Sydney Airport.
House well alight. Airport fireys are in attendance. The job has been handed over to them.
Rural fire service trucks from Loftus and Heathcote then carried out the mop-up.
I'm very angry with the fire brigade. I'm very angry with everything around me at this stage.
Let's go to Simon now at Ramsgate. Simon, do we know how the fire started?
Pete, it's believed it was caused by an electrical fault, but an investigation is being carried out. The fire union insists that help was here as quickly as possible, but the fact remains that 2 people could have died while firefighters were gathering at State Parliament arguing to stop compensation cuts.
Firefighters use water as a weapon with a massive spray at Parliament this afternoon. And then a slow cruise by with a barrage of sound. The noisy protest coincided with question time, where Premier Barry O'Farrell hit back at the union's tactics.
That is one of the most irresponsible actions I've ever heard of from a public sector union in the history of this state.
Firefighters are furious at proposals that would no longer give them cover travelling to and work. If injured in the line of duty, compensation will taper off after only 26 weeks. Insurers will get the final decision on payouts, not an independent commission. And they say they should get the same deal as the police, rural fire service, lifeguards and SES workers, who will be exempt from changes. At 1 p.m, their 5-hour strike began, locking up stations for the first time in 56 years.
But this does not stop until this government does the right thing and starts looking after injured workers.
The Rural Fire Service picked up some of the slack. Volunteers from Regentville and Lendilo responded to a blaze at Erskine Park. Back at Parliament, crisis talks. In the end, Upper House MP Fred Nile, who holds the balance of power, forced some compromise.
We're able to get them to agree to restore the journey claims to the legislation.
We go live to Kevin Wild. The firefighters are now back at work, Kevin, but the dispute isn't over.
Far from over, Pete. The workers failed to actually get, the firefighters failed to actually get worker compensation equality with police. So they will continue to have industrial action. Don't know when, don't know how. There have been some more amendments this afternoon. The fact is, too, police were very disappointed that firefighters hosed down Parliament in an attempt to clean it up, Pete.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We're going to breaking news now. A boat carrying around 200 suspected asylum